Punishing kids. It hurts parents too. But do kids really understand the hidden cost of spanking? Hey everyone, being a parent means wanting the best for our kids, hoping they grow up well-behaved, healthy, and happy. But have you ever stopped to think about how you feel when you spank or yell at your child? Does it make you happy? Does it feel like a relief? I bet it doesn't. Punishing kids doesn't just hurt them, it leaves a sting in our hearts too. Today, I want to share with you a heartfelt take on this. The struggles parents go through, the wounds it leaves on our kids, and the deeper truth behind the saying, spare the rod, spoil the child. First, let me give you a quick rundown of the main points I'll be talking about. When we punish our kids, it's not just about their misbehavior. Sometimes it's our own frustrations or helplessness bubbling up. But the cost is huge. Those moments of discipline can leave lasting scars on their bodies and minds, and even strain the beautiful bond we have with them. Alright, let's dive deeper into each part so you can really see what I mean. Why do parents end up spanking their kids? Guys, picture this. You've had a long, exhausting day. You get home, and your kid's being naughty or not listening. Have you ever raised your hand or shouted at them in that moment? I'm pretty sure most of us have. But have you ever asked yourself, why did I do that? Could I have handled it differently? Some of us might instantly say, because they were naughty, or spanking is how you teach them. Or even, I only do it because I love them. Those answers sound familiar, right? They're not wrong, but they don't fully explain why spanking becomes such a go-to in so many homes, passed down through generations. The truth is, there's a whole iceberg beneath the surface of those whacks, and I want to walk you through it. For starters, it might be because we were spanked as kids too. Think about it. If you grew up in a home where the rod was normal, how could you imagine raising kids any other way? Our parents taught us that spanking was just part of life, part of discipline, and when we became parents, we followed suit without even questioning if it's right or wrong. That old saying, spare the rod, spoil the child, gets handed down like the loving excuse. Then there's this. Sometimes we spank because we don't know what else to do. Our kid keeps acting up, and we feel so helpless, like spanking is the only thing that works. We haven't learned how to stay calm or discipline them in a better way. So, when they mess up, our instincts kick in. We get mad. We yell. We spank. It's the only tool we've got in that moment. And let's be real, there are days when we're just not okay. Work's stressful, life's draining, and we come home with zero patience. The tiniest mistake from our kids sets us off. They become the punching bag for all our pent-up frustration. We know it's not their fault, but we lose it anyway. Afterward, we might feel a bit lighter, but then the guilt creeps in. Why did I take it out on my own child? Lastly, a lot of us spank because we think it works. And yeah, it does, sort of. The kid stops misbehaving right away because they're scared. The first time you see that instant obedience, you think, hey, this is great, so you do it again and again. But here's the thing, that success is just temporary. They stop because they're afraid, not because they understand. Are they learning anything better? Probably not. We're trading short-term compliance for long-term damage, and we don't even realize it. Honestly, every time I've spanked my kid, I haven't felt good about it. Sometimes it hurts me more than it hurts them. But in the heat of the moment, caught up in emotions, stress, or old habits, I just do it. So I think it's time we ask ourselves, are we spanking for their sake? Or for ours? Why spanking and yelling isn't the best way to teach kids? Alright, now I want to share something that might surprise you. Spanking and yelling aren't as helpful as we might think. Sure, it scares them into behaving, but it doesn't help them grow up strong and healthy. Let's break it down together. Spanking doesn't teach kids the right way to act. Think about this. We spank to stop them from doing something bad. But do we show them what's good instead? Say your kid snatches a toy from their sibling. You spank them, and they stop because they're scared. But do they know what to do next time? They need to learn how to share or take turns. Spanking just leaves them confused. They might even wonder, why can mom hit me, but I can't hit my brother? Without guidance, they'll probably snatch that toy again because they don't know any better. Spanking doesn't fully stop bad behavior. Yeah, they might behave right after a spanking. But how long does that last? They're good when you're around because they don't want to get caught. But what about when you're not looking? We might accidentally teach them to hide things or sneak around instead of being honest. Plus, over time, they get used to it. You have to hit harder or more often to get the same result. It's a cycle that never ends. Spanking hurts their body and mind. I used to think a light spank was no big deal. But it's not that simple. For little ones, especially under 18 months, their bodies are so fragile, spanking can really hurt them. It can even affect how their brain grows. But what worries me more is their heart. Every time they get spanked, they might start thinking, I'm bad, I can't do anything right. It chips away at their confidence, their self-worth. As they grow up, that could turn into anxiety, depression, or worse. I don't want my kid carrying that kind of pain just because I lost my temper. Spanking can make kids more aggressive. Kids copy us. You know, when we spank them, we're showing them it's okay to hit someone weaker to get what you want. Then they take that lesson outside, bullying other kids or lashing out. We discipline with a smack, but we might be planting seeds of violence. It breaks my heart to think about it. Spanking pushes kids away. Have you ever spanked your kid and heard them say, I hate you? I have. And it crushed me. Spanking builds walls between us and them. They stop seeing us as their safe place. The trust, the closeness we want with them, it starts to crack. All I want is for my kid to feel loved and secure. But my own hands end up pushing them away. Guys, no matter how we justify it, even if it's mindful spanking, that's gentle, it's still not the answer. They'll get used to it. And we'll have to hit harder. What starts as love turns into fear. I don't want that, and I'm sure you don't either. Closing thoughts. Being a parent is all about loving our kids and wanting them to turn out great. But spanking isn't the way to show that love. It hurts them, it hurts us, and it leaves scars we never meant to give. I think it's time we try something different, like what the experts call positive discipline. Teaching with understanding and love. So both we and our kids can feel good. What do you think? Let's give it a shot together.